Okay, so the African Fact Zone says largest telecom companies in Africa by number of users and revenue. Okay, we are going to discuss this interesting point and takes. Well, are you ready? Let's go. So number one on the list is MTN. MTN is a telecommunication company from South Africa, and they says they have around 295 million users, and then a year revenue, estimated revenue, is 11.2 billion US dollars. Wow. And number two is Vodacom. Vodacom is also a South African company, and it says to have around 200 million users, and they are estimated to have $6.71 billion revenue. And number three is Airtel Africa from the United Kingdom. It's said to have around 163.1 million users, and it generates around $4.98 billion. And number four is Orange from France. It says to have around 149 million users, and it has $7.2 billion revenue. And number five is Maroc. That is the telecom from Tunisia, and it says to have 79.3 million users, and it has estimated revenue of 3.67 billion. And number six, we have Ethio Telecom, that is from Ethiopia, with 78.3 million users and have around $1.63 billion. Number seven is Glo. Glo is a Nigerian telecom company and have 61 million users, but they had no estimated revenue there. And number eight, we have Safaricom from Kenya, having 45 million users and has 2.6 billion revenue. So now, there you have it. This is African Time. My name is Vrashi SA. This is your top and largest telecom companies in Africa by number of users and also by revenue generated. Are you happy? Do you see your most favorite telecom here? Well, mine is here, the MTN, but I actually have some under or undying beef with them. I'm not actually happy with them, with their services though. We are paying a lot, but for poor services. That one for sure. I'm not happy with them. But yeah, they have the top, the leading users in Africa, and also the most generated revenue. But I'm not actually happy with them. I'm not happy with them at all. I'm not happy with them though. Not happy. Well, this is a South African. He says, always and forever, South Africa is on top. Okay, and then this one also says, as a Nigerian, you should at least have Glo as one of your SIM card, if not for anything but for patriotism. Well, that is a Nigerian though. He is also saying that Glo is a Nigerian made company. Why don't Nigerians patronize it? He's saying that at least every Nigerian should have a Glo SIM card for nothing but for patriotism. Okay, well, that's I think it's a good step. We all need to encourage our local companies and then support our local materials so that to enhance and then make things actually easier for our various products that have been produced in our native countries. Okay, well, all these actually came about when the African Fact Zone shared this. This is it says Nigeria is MTN's largest market with 80.9 million subscribers and a revenue of $2.24 billion in 2024. MTN is the world's 8th largest telecommunications operator with 295 million users in 19 countries. Okay, so this whole list came about when it was shared recently that Nigeria is MTN's largest customer base and also the largest revenue of the company, and they are generating in 2024. Okay, the recent data that was out. So that is it. That was actually why I end up looking for this and bringing you the top telecommunication in Africa based on their population or their consumers or customers, and then also their revenue generated. Okay, how beautiful is this? I'm actually doing a great job, right? Yeah, I'm doing it right. Okay, so that is something fascinating that I was actually here to share with you guys. Well, let's see this. All right, so this one says, so Safaricom with a clientele of 45 million users has a high revenue of 2.6 billion more than Ethio Telecom, which has a clientele of 78.3 million users, but that having how much were they actually having though? They have 1.63 billion dollars. So man is saying that, so why are Safaricom generating that huge revenue but with that less customers? Well, that should tell you how inflated their price or things are. Because how are you having a less consumers or customers but having a huge revenue like that? This is too bad, Charlie. Safaricom, you guys need to do something about that. Seriously. Well, this one says MTN has the best deals and it is the most friendly when you are out of South Africa. I've used it in many different regions. Well, my South African brother, I don't know, but I don't know about the other regions, but in my country, Ghana here, MTN is actually widely used here. Yeah, people love MTN. It's almost everywhere, and they're actually also doing great work, contributing to the economy, community, and all. But let's be fair and honest with you guys. The network have been worse these days. MTN are really been worse. They have increased their tariffs, the data, everything have been increased. But we're not even in Ghana here. Immediately it got in the evening. It got dark. The MTN network also sleeps. I don't know how it works like that, but it's actually poor in the night or in the evening time. Yeah. They also go to sleep and then they wake up in the morning too with us. Well, that's how the network is in on this side of Africa. Well, this one says, that doesn't necessarily mean MTN should hike their data prices and reduce network stability. Well, this is an Nigerian also. Her name is Uche. Uche is saying that though MTN is actually leading in all these things and making huge revenues, but that doesn't mean that they should actually be hiking their price of data and then also reducing their stability of the network. Not only in Ghana though, it seems almost all part of Africa. People are complaining with their operation of their networks. Okay, they need to do better with that one. But for MTN, people love it. African people love it. Countries love it. And we're actually using it better. We are paying for it. But they need to seriously do something about their network and also their price too. It's too much now. But their network is not stable. It's not stable at all. So this is something fascinating that was being shared on African time on the Vidashi Studios. So hopefully you have learned something, you have enjoyed this section, and you have also noticed what is happening around the globe and around the African continent, and something to learn about. Okay, don't forget to share, subscribe, and most importantly, comment. Let's have some quick discussion about our contents. Thank you for your time. See you guys around.